Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Here's a song dedicated to Jack. Requested by Matt, by the way.
Yeah.
Pistol shots ring out in a barroom night. Enter Patty Valentine from the upper hall. She kicks the bartender in a pool of blood. Cries out, my God, they've killed them all. Here comes the story of the hurricane. The many authorities came to blame for something that he may have done. Put in a prison cell, but one time he could have been the Ramblecast champion of the world.
Nice.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
I thought you'd play something by the Scorpions, but that's okay.
I didn't even think you'd go that long. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah. I thought about it doing the Scorpions, but then I was like, the chords are easier for Bob.
So you went the easy route.
Well,
I went the easy route, yeah.
I could murder Bob singing, and still sound great. So that was awesome.
So, Jack, what's your plan, man? You gonna get the hell out of Dodge or what?
No, we're gonna ride it out.
I
mean, where am I gonna go? The sad thing is, I mean, unfortunately, a lot of people left. A lot of people left from North Carolina and South Carolina, went to Georgia, and now it might go to Georgia.
Ooh.
So it's all over. I mean, we just don't know right now. It's all over the place. Yeah. So we're going to get some wind and rain. We know that because it veered a couple days ago. It was like coming straight for us. We were like in the worst position.
Yeah, the storm. This is after dark, right?
Yeah.
The storm dick was coming your way.
Yeah,
there's no way around it.
Storm dick was penetrating us right from behind.
Yeah,
and it was. But the guy said, if it stays here, we're going to get 20 to 30 inches of rain. I go,
that's awful.
And we live off a 100-year flood line. I'm like going, all right. We're about 8 feet up. I think but we're going to lose our deck and our fence. Just to let you know, Cindy, that's gone. But then it veered. It's all over the place. So we don't know, but we'll just see what happens. Hopefully the trees that are around us stay up and don't come crashing down.
Yeah, that is the other thing too. Is trees going down. We had a tree actually in our alleyway that went down, and we didn't even have hurricane rains. We had some pretty strong sustained rains over several days, but yeah, several trees actually were down around the area, and I think it just has to do with the amount of rainwater coming in at certain rates. It just takes them down.
Well, I know they're opening up some of the schools, like my kid's daughter's high school is a what am I drawing a blank on? A
shelter.
I'm sorry, shelter. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Shelter. It's already full, and it's only Wednesday. I go, but why is it full when we don't know? I guess being prepared, is the thing to do. But I don't know. So we're just waiting and seeing. I got I have my water. I have my batteries. And
nice.
We'll go from there.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't necessarily hurricane force here, but we had some crazy thunderstorms last week. Was it last week or over the weekend? I can't remember what it was. But my brother, who lives a couple towns over from me, their neighbors across the street, brand new home. It was built maybe a year ago. But it's this huge, sprawling house. It's like 4,000 square feet. I don't even know what the hell it is. I don't know. My brother lives in a nice neighborhood. But the house got struck by lightning, right?
Really?
So, and what was crazy is the people who lived there didn't know it. They didn't know that it actually happened. They just thought it was crazy thunder and lightning. But my sister-in-law was out front of their house, which is across the street, and they had this moment where they didn't know what the fuck to do because she saw lightning strike down on the house. She saw lightning strike down like 30 yards away, or I don't know how. I mean, exaggeration happens when these type of things happen, but she froze. She didn't know what to do. She didn't know to go forward, backward, or whatever the hell to do because all the lightning was just kind of came through this crazy storm. It just passed through really, really quickly. But the house ended up catching fire.
Wow.
It had over $500,000 worth of water damage because the firefighters had to come in and douse the place. Total loss. Completely lost their home.
That's scary. I don't know how they wouldn't know because years ago, we had a tree. A neighbor had a tree a couple houses down that got hit by lightning. It scared the crap out of me. It was like a bomb going off, and the tree was just destroyed. But that's too bad. That's scary.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
I mean, did they get out all right?
Yeah, they're fine. I mean, they're good, but they're going to be living in a hotel for the time being.
Can you guys not hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Kind of like
Me?
yeah.
Oh.
But I'm fine.
Maybe I should hang up and come back. Maybe.
I don't know. That was an awkward podcast moment right there, guys.
Awkward podcast moment. It's live. We're doing it live.
We should just.
Am I sounding odd now?
No. Should we whip our dicks out or something?
It sounds a terrible idea.
You're on the wrong podcast here.
I'm just trying to cuss for
cussing's
sake.
Why do you have glasses on? You didn't have glasses on when we started.
Give me a second.
This is me with contacts in, and I can't see. I don't wear contacts. Tried it once. Tried it twice. What's up?
It looks all prim and proper.
You don't like contact?
Teacher without the glasses.
You don't like the contacts because the feeling in your eyes, or just?
Yeah, it's annoying, and it's really annoying. And I tried several times. And
how long ago did you try? Did you have hard contacts back then?
Well, I tried the gas permeable hard contacts back when I was in middle school, I believe, and then I went back to contacts with the softer in my 20s, and I just had a hard time focusing. I was just so used to the way I focus with glasses that I just felt like I was blind.
You know, technology now is you can't. I wear one contact, my left eye.
Good old left eye. Good left eye,
and I can't feel a thing. Now I don't wear it when I'm because I can't see it. It screws my vision up close. So I'm not wearing it now, but I have to wear it if I'm outside or driving or trying to watch TV or something.
What about podcasting?
No, right now I'm not wearing it.
Okay, all right.
So if there's a technical problem, blame it on the fact that I have a contact.
What about you? Anybody else wear contacts here? Am I the only one that's just a glasses guy?
I wear glasses also, but I don't like to wear them.
My right eye is slowly getting worse as I'm getting older, but I can still see without anything.
Yeah.
I thought I was screwed when I first moved to California because they made me take the written and the eye exam again, which I hadn't done since I was 13. And so I went, not with my glasses. And, I could see everything with my left eye, but my right eye, they were like, oh, now do it with your right. And I'm like, oh, I'm screwed. Luckily, I could strain enough to where I could see it.
I always wanted to really, really do the contact thing. But, I've just been a glasses guy, resigned to it. I've always thought I'd like to get the surgery, but then you have to be, awake the whole time as they have the laser going. And I guess I don't know.
I've heard it's no big deal, but I've watched the video of it as you're laying there with your eye propped open. I don't know if I could do it.
I would rather not see the video beforehand. It's kind of like, I'll just jump without a parachute. Just put me in.
It's weird.
The laser thing and yeah.
My sister did it, and that she did it one eye at a time because she was scared because it was fairly new technology at the time. And, they dilate your eye completely. So she looked like David Bowie, where you have the one just completely.
Well, he had two different colored eyes.
So
yeah, he had two different which is
on a scale of 1 to stop it, how bad do I sound?
Sound good now.
Sound like, live man on the scene. But, good.
All right.
I think you can.
This is
we
more
can
reliable tonight.
I remember one time I had to rep some hockey games, and I forgot for some reason I left the house without contacts, but my glasses were in the car. Someone goes, "Where are the glasses?" I go, "I am not wearing my glasses while I'm reffing. I'd rather not be able to see."
Here comes JP.
Oh.
Hey, there it is. There you go, JP.
Woohoo!
I thought it was going to do it exactly at 9:30, but it's a little premature tonight, just for you, JP. Anyway, we might still get some bonus beeps.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So anything else going on in your guys' lives? Or
Yeah. I might be selling my house.
really?
What?
Yeah.
Really? Your old antique house?
Yeah. Might.
You moving to your brother's neighborhood?
Yeah, I wish. No, but we're looking to buy a larger home.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the plan. But the housing market up here is crazy right now. It's nuts, which is good and bad. Good in the sense that I can sell my house for a lot more than I paid for it. Bad in the sense that it's going to be hard to find something in the price range that we want.
Right.
So, meeting with a realtor tomorrow, actually.
I'm curious when people are like viewing your home, if you get to that stage and the realtors like take them to the house and they go downstairs, does she have to disclose this used to be a poop basement?
Yeah, you know what? Hey, since I'm doing this mobile,
Someone
tour.
almost died down in this basement.
So this is
Yeah, exactly.
This is the Ramblecast After Dark open house. So we're gonna go ahead and check out that poop basement right now.
Woohoo!
Check it out. Check it out.
Hey, you want to say hi? Yeah. Rambo open house with special guests. All right, we'll go downstairs. Yeah.
I guess that's a no.
No, she wants nothing to do with it. So, the poop basement has drastically improved to this basement.
It's awful dark. You have any lights
Look at
down
all
there?
this kids' stuff. So, it's no longer the poop basement.
Oh, yeah, looks good.
Thanks. What do you think, kiddo? All right, go to bed. You can get some water and go to bed.
How about a Pepsi instead? Would that be better?
Yeah, right. Anyway, so there's the virtual tour of the poop basement, which is no longer covered in poop. Remember that when it was covered in poop downstairs?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, because if you remember, was it Lethal Weapon 3? Yeah, where like Joe Pesci's the real estate guy,
And Roger Murdoch.
and there's people. Yeah, and Murdoch's trying to sell his home, and he's like, "Oh, we had to redecorate the living room because the drug dealer drove through it and shot the whole house." And you're like, "What? You have to tell him everything." He's like, "Oh yeah, and the upstairs bathroom has been remodeled because of recent bomb damage." So that's what I mean. I'm wondering if it's
Okay,
if it's
okay.
the poop basement. Okay, yeah.
Okay. I think that has to be disclosed.
No, I don't think so.
My other question is, will the realtor show it off and say, this is a well-known Ramblecaster. There's a lot of people that pay big money to see where this gentleman lives. You can find
This is a historical landmark.
Historical landmark.
Yeah, this is where
Well, someone landed down here.
where one of
Boston is old as fuck, but this place has the charm of a podcaster.
Thanks.
Won the
Appreciate
hearts
that.
of millions across America.
If you guys have all seen Workaholics, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So it would be my own, if they were to disclose that information, it would be my own earmuffs. You can hear this.
Oh, did I just drop an F-bomb?
No, I've got my earbuds.
Okay.
You can't hear me. But my only disclosure would be is that if they did have to disclose the poop basement, they'd have to refer to it as poop basement. Just like Workaholics.
yeah.
But so that's the biggest news over here. I also got my Jeep back finally. What is?
We did? Your Jeep back?
Oh, nice.
Why'd you give this to me?
She's back.
I'm tight in it.
Oh, it's tight. Okay. Here, can you hold this for me? Just like that. Don't move it. Thanks, buddy. You're very, very helpful tonight.
You got to tighten it.
Hey, you can't really
So I'm
get
doing.
it.
Is it really water? How much water is she drinking?
It's a lot of water, buddy.
Dad,
Whatever-
like lots of water.
Whenever anybody says, "Is it really water?" I think about the judge from Cheech and Chong. And Chong drinks the water, and he's like, "It's fucking vodka." All right. I'm glad that she can't hear me. I'll be right back.
That's a movie I haven't seen in a while. I should go back and watch it.
Most of the copies have gone up in smoke since then.
I think Up in Smoke is the only one I've really, really watched a lot. The rest of them.
They were classic.
I don't know if anybody can hear me coloring while we're podcasting. So I hope
Are you coloring a taco?
I actually am. I'm coloring that pink taco. I meant to do it over the week, but I'm late on my homework.
Slacking.
I know. So
one job to do, Matt. You had one job to do.
I did. Or come up with a top 10 list, which I didn't do either.
Since this is the Ramblecast After Dark, I did get in trouble today for cussing. We picked up Zach and took him to Cracker Barrel, and this person in front of me was driving like an idiot, and I go, "Fucking moron!" Cindy Slashman goes, I go, "What?" I go, "Oh, I forgot he was in the car."
I just imagine Cindy slapping you and saying like, "You're a fucking dumbass!" Like, there's a kid in the car.
What's your fucking language?
Yeah, exactly.
Because come on, his parents are worse than me.
Yeah, I think so. I think I've been around Colleen a couple times.
Yeah,
and I say that as a broadcaster.
Yeah, you do.
Working away on this pink taco.
Have you been on the broadcast recently?
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Were you on the 100th episode?
Of course I was, yeah. Mm-hmm. I was on there. Truth be told.
Were you invited or did you invite yourself?
I was invited, actually.
Oh.
So,
hey,
yeah.
Nick, were you invited, Nick?
I was not invited.
I think you can only be invited by broadcasters. You can't invite yourself because they would not tolerate that.
Really?
We're a community here. Yeah.
I wasn't invited. I just want to say that.
I can't speak for the other broads on this. So, but it was cool though because all 5 broads were together. And apparently nobody watches Voltron, but I thought Broadtron, like it could form this big giant.
So you're saying Jay was there too?
Yeah, Jay was there too. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So, yeah, and so anybody that hasn't listened to that episode, go back, listen to the 100th episode.
Were you on the whole episode?
No, we were just on for a special segment, and I believe I gave some sage advice to Andy. So
we got our first question. It's a bit unfair, Ed, but it's to Matt, and he says,
"Okay,
Matt, if you had to choose only one podcast to be on, which one would it be?"
Huh.
He's going to lie about this one.
Well, Owen and Baruz.
Yeah.
You didn't give me a multiple choice on that one, Ed. It was just a open invitation there.
I would have thought you said Dance with the Stars.
It is coming back. It's coming back in a week and a half, I guess, or something. 24th.
A lot of good shows coming back pretty soon here in the fall. Looking forward to some decent TV.
Which one?
Which one?
Yeah.
I don't know when The Good Place comes back, but I just finished watching season 2 as it was released on Netflix. Good
Place is the spinoff of The Good Wife?
No, nothing to do with The Good Wife.
Okay, I took a chance.
But it has Ted Danson. And
that's a comedy, right?
Yeah, it's a comedy.
The one that takes place in heaven or whatever?
Kristen Bell? Oh, it's in heaven?
Yeah.
Oh, so I get it.
Spoiler.
Now. I get it now. The Good Place.
Yeah, I don't want to give it like the thing about the show is they
who plays God?
Well, you just have to watch it. You just I can't.
I don't have to. It's not Russia. I don't have to do whatever.
All right, you don't have to. You can just spoil away on it. So, but you don't really get to see God. I'll just say that much. For now, I don't know. Who knows? So it's a good show though. Makes me laugh. And it has a lot of ethics involved, which is funny and very powerful at times. So, but it's good. It makes you consider about being a good person too. which is kind of a unique thing for a show to do.
So you're saying you never considered being a good person until you watched The Good Place?
No, I think it's the fact that there's a little bit of morality with it that is more present in that show than I think in other shows, and it deals with some of those larger topics in a very fun way. And in that way, it's kind of like science fiction without it actually being science fiction-y. In the true sense that science fiction can make you imagine another reality or place that makes you question your ethical decisions or moral values.
All right. I'll give it a try. I'm watching a history of World War II in color right now. It's actually it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
That sounds right up Jack's alley.
What, Nick?
So isn't that series a few years old by now? But I mean, I think I remember advertising the History Channel when it came out.
Yeah, it's not new, but it's new to me because I'm watching it. I'm guessing that Hitler is not in The Good Place. I'm just guessing.
No, I guess we haven't seen him. I don't want to spoil anybody on it. I just
you're saying there's a chance?
Well, there's always a chance because there's season 3.
Well, how did Hitler sneak in? Look, if Hitler gets in, it's open. It's open to anybody. I mean, there's no rules to get into heaven. If Hitler's in heaven, it's like, what the fuck? Why was I such a good boy all my whole life? Why did I obey all the commandments? Fuck, you let fucking Hitler in? That would be my reaction if I got up to heaven. I'd be pissed. I'd be livid. I'd be out of control. God would not want to speak to me. I go, yeah, bring the man here. I want to speak to him. I'm sorry, bring the person here. I want to speak to him. No, you know what? Fuck it. I was a good boy my whole life. Bring the man here. How the fuck does Hitler get in here?
Yeah.
It's funny. There's definitely people, maybe you've seen people on this or were on this podcast that I would think the same thing. Like, how the hell did you let that guy in?
Yeah. Really? That guy got in?
It's kind of like
Jack.
That guy, yeah.
So
Matt, the broadcaster guy? No.
Yeah, Chris just outside of heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny how people see each other all differently. Like when you go through high school, you have the who's who of each grade. Most handsome, class clown, all that stuff. I got most friendly in my who's who, and all of my closest friends, when they saw that, were like, "How the fuck did you get that? You're like the meanest guy I know." I'm like, I don't know. It's like even Chris. Like Chris was doing a good thing, 3 minutes before we hit record. Going, advertising. Hey, we're about to go live, guys. And I just write, "Jesus, you're ugly." It's
like you're a peach.
Just being a dick,
Yeah, I can see that now. I can see that. We do have a couple questions. Janice asked, "Is Jay going to do the Survivor with JJ and C?" I don't even know if Colleen's doing it. So as of now, I don't know what's going on with the Survivor podcast.
By the way, this is a Ramblecast AMA. Who's Jay?
Yeah, exactly.
I kid.
And then Lindsay said, second question to Jack, will you and Cindy do a Call the Midwife podcast?
Ooh.
My wife loves that show. If she's willing to do it, I would probably do it. If you haven't seen Call the Midwife, it's a BBC America show, it's a British show, and it's about midwives in the 50s and 60s. And I just like the doctors smoking with the patients and stuff like that, and people drinking. The good times.
The good times.
When America was great, where you could just do whatever the hell you wanted.
Well, doesn't it take place in Britain now?
It's in London, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So Ed's got a question. It says, question for Jack. If the Chargers were to come back to San Diego, but if so, all San Diego teams would continue for the next 50 years with no playoff wins.
Ooh.
Or if stay in LA, Pads win a couple of World Series in the next 10 years.
Pods.
Well, whatever, dude. that sentence, it doesn't exist, let alone.
So he's making me choose between getting the name back or the.
Well,
or
so if the Chargers were to, that's a tough question because Padres have a great young team right now. I mean, they're going to be a team to reckon with in the next few years. The Chargers, they're a fucking joke in LA. I mean, they still cannot sell out a soccer stadium. It's a fucking why the NFL allows this fucking asshole Spanos to keep that team is beyond. They're in the ratings for LA this week. They were fourth behind three other games. The Chargers and Kansas City was fourth in Los Angeles. Of the 4 games of the rate, there's no market for them there. They don't fucking care. Spanos should be Spanish, but okay. Would I do that? No.
Back to the question.
I would not. Fuck it. The Padres have been loyal to San Diego. If I would not take the World Series away from the people who love the San Diego Padres. So no, I would not welcome the Chargers back if it meant the Padres not getting a chance to win the World Series. Of course, I don't know. They've been in base since 1969 and have only been to 2 World Series. So yeah, I'd be happy with 1 World Series win.
All right,
but no, I would not make that deal. And Jenna says, just say fuck you, Spanos. Fuck you, Spanos.
You can say it now. Nice.
And this was a tough weekend for me because this was the first weekend in probably over 50 years. I'm not watching the NFL this year. And it was tough because the other day, Sunday, I was checking my phone. My wife goes, I was barbecuing. She goes, what are you doing? I go, well, I'm watching. I'm rooting against the Chargers. They're losing. She goes, I thought you weren't going to follow the NFL. I said I wouldn't watch it. But I'm still rooting against them. Even though it kills me to root against the players. I love the players, but
yeah.
And now they're some stupid sports writer in LA said the Chargers need to rebrand and take the whole Charger history out. I said, do you fucking realize the only fans you have are the fans that stayed with the team only because they're still called the fucking Chargers?
Just scrub the past.
You take the Charger name out and the history, you're going to lose all those fans that were stupid enough to stay loyal to the fucking Spanos family.
Yeah, he's like the Kylo Ren of.
Yeah, so it's a mess. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that.
All right.
Do we really answer JP's question? Because I mean,
yeah, I would not take that deal.
All right.
No, I mean JP has this other question here too. Everyone, would you prefer having dinner with Bill Pullman, thinking he was Bill Paxton, or have breakfast with Bill Paxton, thinking he was Bill Pullman?
I'll take breakfast with Bill Paxton because I can guarantee you he will not order steak and eggs from the Waffle House.
Damn.
I think I'd go with Chris's choice as well.
Spoken like the man who sat next to him at the bar at Waffle and Steak.
This is an easy question. I would have with Bill Pullman because Bill Paxton, I would be having breakfast or dinner with him in heaven.
Oh, but then you could meet.
At least I better be there. I better fucking be there. That's all I got to say about that. Nobody mentioned Burt Reynolds passed away last week.
He did.
So there was a question. I know this is kind of a controversial issue over on the patrons group because it looks like Jess could not join us for the live show. Why? I don't know, Jess. I think you should get your shit together.
I said hell no.
So we're not going to read her question.
Go ahead. I don't want to listen.
Right. She actually posed a question. I don't like Canadians, so I don't like.
So Jess,
I don't like Canadian cheese eaters.
Yeah.
Jess shared a question with us on the patron group. It says, question for the hosts. Mm-hmm. If you could have one prop from a movie and one from a TV show, what would they be? Something from pop culture that most people know what it is when they see it. This includes an item of clothing, vehicle, weapon, etc. So, for example, Indiana Jones's whip, the ruby red slippers, Harry Potter's wand, Ecto 1, etc. But you can't say money or a building. And it has to be real and not from an animated movie or show. This is a lot of stipulations, Jess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For someone that's breaking the fucking rules.
That's why people don't like Jess.
Yeah.
I heard this topic on the radio the other day, and I thought it would be fun to hear.
Wait, hold on. It's not even her original
question. God, how lame.
Oh, my God.
She ripped off the question and couldn't even ask it the right way.
I know what my TV prop would be.
What would that be?
because I saved up money for this just in case it was sold during the auction, and it never was.
Okay.
I wanted a bottle of McCutcheon from Lost,
Oh,
the whiskey, and I would have paid out the butt for that.
really?
Just because I wanted that whiskey that they made such a big deal about, that only a worthy man or a special man can own this whiskey. And I was like, if they sell the McCutcheon whiskey, I'm buying that fifth. I don't care if it's just filled with tea. I want it,
Nice.
And they never sold it. So I bought, a Dharma beer can and the jumpsuit, which you've seen the jumpsuit, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I got those two things. So I'm happy. Movie, I'll think about it for a second.
That's a tough question with TV. I'll take the Batmobile from Batman, the TV show.
The original?
The original, yeah.
The original TV show with the Adam West Batman.
Okay.
I'll take the Bat, and that's a cool car. I'll take the Batmobile for my TV prop. I mean, I'm driving around that car. You're gonna get some good looks. I mean, it's a cool looking car.
Oh yeah.
And then I'd have the I'd have a loop playing. Na 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 na. Batman cruising around town. Yeah.
You don't think that'd get annoying after a while? Just hearing that on a loop?
No, I don't think it would because I'd be in the Batmobile. It'd be cool.
You don't want the General Lee?
No, not anymore.
I'm sorry I wasn't there.
John Snyder's going to be on Dancing with the Stars.
A-Team van?
Yeah. Do. For me, it'd definitely be. I was going to say Tom Selleck's. Actually, I should have said Robin's Nest.
Mm-hmm. Didn't she say no buildings? That was one of the stipulations.
Oh, it's a stupid rule. Okay, I'll stick with that. I'll stick with the Batmobile.
All right,
I'm trying to think of a movie.
Sorry.
Immediately.
Still thinking of a movie. Sorry.
Oh, immediately when I saw a movie pop culture's prop, I thought of Luke Skywalker's lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that.
You mean
Anakin's
lightsaber?
Or if you want to go that route,
or Jedi.
I would have gone with Skywalker's hand.
But the DeLorean, like that was my second thought. I was like, ooh, but the DeLorean would be really cool.
I would have got DeLorean, but that's just such an obvious choice.
Yeah, but
kind of a weak choice.
But I love the idea of being able to hold the lightsaber. So
I'll tell you something really cool if you guys get bored, or anyone out there listening.
Wait, right now?
Yeah, like just get online and go to O'Reilly Auto Parts website.
Yes.
And under the search auto parts, all you have to do is just type in 121G, and you'll see what auto part comes up. Which I don't think anyone's doing. Maybe Matt's doing it. I'm not sure.
I've done it.
No,
I know Chris. Yeah, obviously. So when you hit search, it's the flux capacitor, just that part.
Oh, okay.
And of course, it's out of stock. But it's
flux capacitor.
Yeah, I just thought that was really cool. Just like a hidden thing inside their website to do. So that'd be pretty cool to own. I don't know about a movie though. I mean, there's so many great movies. Because I always like subtle things that people don't notice. That's only like the McCutcheon thing. If I had the McCutcheon bottle, no one that walked in my house would notice that unless they were a diehard Lost fan, and I would like that more because I don't want someone just to be like, "Oh my God, you've got the Ark of the Covenant here."
So you're saying the Batmobile and the
yeah, don't be arrogant and flashy, Jack. Nobody likes that.
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah,
as a kid, I always wanted that.
Yeah, I mean that's why I like every time we go to Comic-Con, they always have, not always, in the last 5-6 years, they've had the Hollywood auctions booth, and it's just full of props that they're auctioning off. Same people that did the Lost auction. And so they'll have like the ruby slippers or what did they have? They had one of the Imperial Guards helmets. They've had lots of different things over the years. The hoverboard.
I want the bucket of water that melted the witch.
The bucket of water. Okay.
I mean, you're talking about diehard fan. They come and see a bucket of water. People, it would take a diehard fan to know what that meant.
That's true. It looks like a bucket of water, Jack.
Well, you're obviously not.
You know what I'm going to get you, Jack? I would get you Gordon Bombay's jacket from the Mighty Ducks. So you can wear it on the eyes.
Quack, quack.
Yeah.
Let's see. Movie prop. What about the telephone booth from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
That'd be an interesting one.
That's a
Pretty
good
cool,
one.
right? It would have to have the phone book and perhaps some gum holding the antenna together up top. I only think of this because I watched it the other day. It was on Amazon Prime Video. I was like, maybe you want to watch this. I'm like, it's 1:00 in the morning. Yes, I do. So I started watching Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, which reminded me of a time back in 4th grade. I convinced our teacher that we should watch that movie for history class. And she was floored during the scene when she realized that Bill's father is dating like a 19-year-old chick. Anywho, but that's my movie prop. TV prop. Knight Rider kit. I mean, how cool would it be to have the actual kit?
Yeah.
You have to have like the turbo boost button and everything. That'd be badass.
So we're all going the car route.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, it's a guy.
use it.
Because like movies, I'm always thinking Star Wars. I'm always going to want something from Star Wars. I just don't know what it is. Maybe like something like the Emperor's Chair. That'd be cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I always wanted the entire Starship or Starship Enterprise, the old 60 what did it say, 67, just that whole I don't know, I mean, just to watch TV. I just always thought that would be cool. But if I have to go TV though, I do think the TARDIS would be really awesome to have as well.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So just so long as you get the inside with it.
Yeah, just infinite.
I think that you
I want
actually,
the outside.
with the TARDIS, are you kind of like blurring those lines of like a building?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a spaceship, though. It's listed as a spaceship on a lot of things, so I'd say it's a spaceship.
All right.
That always drives people nuts. The last panel every year at Comic-Con is Starship Smackdown. And so what you do is like half of the ships get proposed by the audience and they use them, and the other half is done by the panel. And then all the names of every captain, as long as they're a captain, get thrown into a hat, and that's where they pick who, like captain in this ship versus captain in this ship. So it could be a Captain Crunch. It could be anything. Every year, someone always nominates the TARDIS, and it drives the entire audience nuts because it's the debate. It's like, is it a spaceship? What is it? It's not. It's just always funny to hear the entire audience just groan like, because it's kind of unbeatable in a way because you have time and everything on your side. But did everybody go?
Yeah.
I haven't picked a movie yet.
Okay.
Well, movie I was thinking could I possibly pick Jessica from Logan's Run?
Not a person. Yeah.
Okay.
She's not a prop.
Okay. Well,
just a costume.
That's very anti-broadcast of you.
Yeah.
Well,
calling that woman a prop.
I apologize. I apologize, Matt. Then I was thinking I get the Titanic. From Titanic, and then just to tell that the orchestra, the band, whatever the guys playing the violin, shut the fuck up. Nobody's listening. We're all worried about dying. Stop playing your fucking music. Get the fuck out of the way. You're just blocking the way.
Hey, and the band played on.
Yeah, but then I decided, I go, you know what? I'd want the orca boat from Jaws.
Sunken or not sunken?
Not sunken yet.
Okay.
So although
so I can sit in the back and what is it, starboard?
Starboard's the right side.
Yeah, the right side. Yeah, that's just
throw
chum off.
You're gonna need a bigger boat. Just so I can say
So
that.
I have to say though, although the format of submission was absolutely fucking terrible, Jess, your question was pretty good.
That wasn't hers.
I kind of want to get to JP's before we lose it in the feed. JP had a good one too, and I'll actually double down on it. He says, every time you have sex, you lose a week of life expectancy. How much whoopee would you have?
Oh, that's why God made the internet, dude.
Yeah. Or what if every time you have a kid, you lose 40 IQ points?
Oh, that's a given.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Janice. I'll take that as a compliment. I think I just look like a goofball without my glasses on, but that's because I've got those beady eyes.
No.
What did Janice say?
Oh, she said that I look like David Tennant without my glasses on. So
That's a guy from Doctor Who, and
that is actually my secret identity.
is it that guy from Doctor Who, and then what's that show he's on with? It's like
Broadchurch.
Broadchurch, yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, there's rumors that I forget which one it is. It's one of the newer Doctor Who's is rumored to be in episode 9.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, a Doctor Who in Star Wars. And I kind of want to go, hey, there's already been a Doctor Who in Star Wars.
Yeah. From the beginning.
Yeah, from the beginning. But they're thinking the series. But, why am I
I've only seen 2 episodes of Doctor Who.
Oh.
I just don't know where to start.
Yeah, there's way too much.
You need to start just in 2005, and then from there on. That's really.
I think you
Is
just
that the one
jump
with what's his name from The Leftovers?
Yeah, that guy.
Yes.
So I watched a couple episodes of that season. Was it Rose?
Right. Correct.
Kind of have a crush on Rose. She's kind of cute.
Yep.
But I watched a few episodes of that. And I was like, oh man, this is brutal. Like I couldn't get into it. I'm told that like I really need to give it a shot, but I just don't.
I think it actually improves after that season. And David Tennant's introduced in the next season.
Well, the show's been on like 50. The show's been on like 50 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where the dilemma comes. I mean, are there people that have seen every episode?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. But I mean, there's some that are lost, and there's people that are still searching for these lost recordings.
How do they lose it? How do they lose an episode?
I don't know. That seems. Just put that one in the trash can, man.
I got one job to do: save these episodes.
If you knew what the TARDIS was, you would understand that it goes everywhere in time, so it's easy to lose things.
A lot of them were put next to the Ark of the Covenant, so they melted.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
All right. But so it said 2005. Maybe I'll start it someday.
Yeah. Like I said, like if you really want to get nitpicky, I mean, just me, I'm just so biased with Stephen Moffat because he's such a great writer. Let's just watch all the Stephen Moffat episodes.
I think I was in an elevator with Stephen Moffat.
You were?
I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
James, I go, it's Stephen Moffat. I go, why do I know that name?
So Matt Tree says they actually taped over the episodes. That's how they got lost.
Oh, so it's my wife.
That's what I forget which Comic-Con it was. 2011 or 2013, one of the two. And Stephen Moffat was in the Petco Park, and it was me, Jess, Colleen, and somebody else. We were walking into Petco Park to a bar or something. And Jana, that's who it was. And Stephen Moffat was hammered. And I was a little too, but we were all, and he's walking towards me, and I'm just looking. I'm like, "Is that fucking Stephen Moffat? Holy shit!" And they're all like, "Who the fuck is Stephen Moffat?" And I'm just like,
and Stephen Moffat's like, "Oh my god, somebody recognized me finally."
Yeah, well, it was just funny, and I'm like, "Dude,
no, I'm not talking to you, Siri."
Oh, Siri, order Boston a dollhouse.
She can't hear you. I got the AirPods in. Anywho, any other questions?
Well, did you approach him?
Yeah, I got my photo taken with him and everything. Yeah, like he was going to the pissa.
Take a leak.
Yeah. And I was like, hey,
did you approach him as in the urinal?
No, he was walking en route to the bathroom. I didn't know he told me he was going to the bathroom. That's why I knew he was going to the bathroom, because I was like, "Hey, Steven." I was like, "Can I get a photo with you?" And he's like, "Oh, sure." He's like, "Just bring it real quick. I've got to go to the pissa." I'm like, "All right."
Those Brits, man.
Yeah,
the pissa. That's my people, though. I'm pretty much British. Yeah,
you're Pennsylvanian.
Well, my family's from over there, so whatever.
Real life Jurassic Park, JP.
So JP, okay, so we should probably address what the question was, man.
No, I'm just going to show out my answers.
So JP,
Jurassic Park.
JP asked, would you prefer
Jurassic
a real life version of The Walking Dead or Jurassic Park? That's actually a really tough question.
I don't think it's tough at all. I think you go to any Walmart on a given day, you're already living The Walking Dead.
That's true.
Jurassic Park, though, if we're talking just Jurassic Park, it's contained to one island. Jurassic World, however, is a bit scary.
Yeah. I think I would go with Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I would go with Jurassic Park.
Both went on too long. Let's see. I'd also take Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thought of having to kill the dead would just get. I mean, I think when we talked about the podcast, Matt, I don't know if you remember. I used to. Can you imagine every day you got to get up and kill something? Every day you got to get up and kill something. I said that just. I go. How do you cope with that? How do you? I mean, look at the flowers. No, I don't want to look at the flowers. It just to me would just be a drain. But looking at dinosaurs, who wouldn't want to look at dinosaurs?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny. Like the original Jurassic Park still holds up. I mean, there's times where you can tell the CGI is a little dated, but compared to like Jurassic Park 2 and 3, 1 holds up by far the best. It's just a great film.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so Ed asks an awkward question.
This is a really tough question, but yeah.
So Ed asks, one quality to build the ultimate podcaster. So 4 of you, whose face, whose body, whose brain, and whose wit. 1 from each. Can't use more than 1 from each of you.
Oh, this is from us?
Yeah, so of the 4 of us, we have to build the perfect podcaster by taking face, body, brain, and wit.
I don't think there's a body.
Yeah. No.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was already thinking Chris because of Chris Pratt. So I was like,
okay.
we got the face for Chris.
So you're, okay, I thought maybe you're working on potential with body.
All right, let's start with Matt since he hasn't spoken yet.
To build the perfect podcaster?
Yeah.
Well, I'd have to go with let's see. Oh wait, what do I have to do? Face, body, brain, and wit.
So Matt, you get to pick the face. Whose face are we going to use for our perfect podcast?
I'm going to go with Chris.
With my face.
Yeah, your face. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go with Chris' face.
So I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna say, even though this is terrible. I'm about to say something real rude.
Okay.
Nick, I mean no offense of this whatsoever, but
Thank you, appreciate it.
Even though Nick does have
Ain't got money.
endocrine issue, I would still take his body over that old ass sack of meat in Raleigh, North Carolina.
So it wasn't sounding mean towards Nick.
No.
Okay, got it.
So all right, so it's got my face on Nick's bod.
Okay. Now it comes down to the voice and the wit.
No voice.
No voice.
Oh.
I would take
Wit and brain. Which wit?
Wit and brain.
Well, yeah,
Same thing.
we'll do voice. We'll substitute voice for.
Well, I thought we all had to pick. So is it just a group thing here?
Well, we just made it up, so we're gonna do it as a group. So
Okay.
Process of elimination.
All right. So we got Chris's face, Nick's body.
And we'll have brain and wit be the same thing, and we just choose voice and brain. Essentially, those are the last 2 options we have to pick.
Okay. I still can't believe I didn't get body.
Yeah, hey. Chris picked it. So.
I did.
Hey, a few years ago, I was in pretty good shape.
So what happened?
Yeah. I can't even walk up the stairs anymore.
I'm just gonna go ahead and call it. I'll just say Jack's voice. I mean, hell, you've been doing it 10 years. And Matt is not
11
years. It's definitely in the formula for sure. And then Matt's got a sharp mind. So I think that's the winning solution there.
All right.
He does come up with the top 10s.
I'm witty when I can be. So,
and I've always been told I'm a face for podcasting.
There you go. And so I guess now Nick can start a new career, Body by Nick.
There you go.
God, that'd be the worst selling video of all time.
You remember Body by Jake, right?
Do you like Cheetos and beer?
It would be like the whitest exercise dude on video.
Exactly. It's funny. Like, you don't think about how white you are until you look yourself in a mirror or in a photo with other people, and you're just like, Jesus Christ, I'm white.
Yeah.
I get it. I found that out from 23andMe.
Nice.
Well, you look at like those when you guys went to Hawaii and you see Jay like in his bathing suit with the shirt off and by the pool, and I remember Jackie's ripped on Jay for like a month solid. Like, look how white Jay is. Like,
well, it was true. I swear to God, there was I'm not making this up, but I know I blasted him several times. If he wasn't wearing blue bathing trunks, I wouldn't see him. He was standing next to a white building. I go, oh wait, that's Jay. And the only reason I knew is because I'm putting on sunscreen 5,000, whatever it was ridiculous. But anyway,
all right. So Ed's got a question. So Ed's question is: all four of you on a plane and only 3 parachutes. Who doesn't get one? See ya.
That's mean. One of us has to die.
You have to take one. Well, I'll fly the plane.
Sorry, guys, I've already jumped out the plane.
Yeah.
So we have to leave one person behind. That's tough. That's a
No, now there's only 2 parachutes left because I've already left before the question was
Okay. The thing is, I would almost
not think about you guys and take the fucking parachute.
Well, considering that Matt and I probably weigh the least of all of us, we could almost tie each other probably together.
I think you're onto something there.
And then share one parachute. That's what I would propose doing.
Well, okay, but who has the parachute around them? Who's holding on and who's got the parachute?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I've got I will have the grip of death on Matt. Like, he will have scars from.
No, I think we can just put the harness around each other, but you're gonna have to be the little spoon.
You guys would be coming down like a hurricane.
Yeah,
we will. And potentially, Nick could crush my body as I pull the chute because his body will impale me. But
just so you don't hurt Nick's body, because
exactly.
The risk I'm willing to take, though, being the bigger spoon. So, just saying, putting that out there. I'll be the bigger spoon. But that's how we're going to survive that scenario. Any other AMAs?
There we go.
And also considering that Matt is technically abroad, it's always women and children first. So,
oh, really?
Yeah,
not anymore.
Just as Colleen joins the chat.
Not anymore.
You know what? I'll have you know, young whippersnapper, I am older than you.
Oh, yeah. So
technically, I'm the second oldest person on here. I'm right up there with Jack.
That's true.
Hold on a second, Chris Drake. Are you in the danger zone of the hurricane?
I think he's in South Carolina, isn't he?
Dude, get the fuck out of there.
Well, he said, when my house gets destroyed by a hurricane, can I sue the hurricane? No, you can't.
And nor will you get any aid from the government because Trump transferred all that FEMA aid to ICE. Sorry about that.
Sucks to be us.
It depends on if your house was constructed in technically a water zone. Sorry. Because that's why like Houston, I forget what year it was. It was a while back. Like there's flood zones that were deemed like you shouldn't build houses in, and then because of the housing, they allowed it, and that's why so many houses get destroyed now. It's because if a hurricane or a massive floods come through, it destroys the homes. It's like people who built houses in New Orleans that are below sea level, which a lot of New Orleans is below sea level. It's like you have a greater risk. Sorry, not to get too technical.
Well, it's like the houses on the beach. I mean, those houses like in Wilmington, they're gone. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's going to be tragic.
Dude, One Tree Hill's toast.
Oh yeah, I mean, give it what? I mean, we'll probably all be dead by then. But the Outer Banks are going to be gone. Within at least 100 years, I would think, because they're slowly being absorbed. Not the Outer Banks. Yeah, the Outer Banks of North Carolina.
That's why I'm buying property in the Inner Banks.
In the Inner Banks,
yes. Yeah. It's like Batman, not Batman, Superman. Was it Superman 1 or 2? Lex Luthor with buying property in Arizona.
Oh, sure.
Otisburg?
Otisville.
Yeah, you don't remember that?
Okay. I thought it was Otisburg.
Maybe it was Otisburg. I don't even know.
Yeah. It's number 1. That's number 1.
Hey, speaking of Superman, Henry Cavill.
Yeah, just call
Done so.
it. I think DC has screwed it up aside from Wonder Woman, so I'm perfectly fine with it.
I picked Nick.
The next Superman.
Sorry, I did this again. Ed asks, okay, each of you guys are going on an amazing race. Which of the other guys are you taking? Only pick one each. Sorry, I already said it.
Yeah, I'm not. Even though I love Jack to death, I'm not picking Jack because I know that Jack and I will just get short fused with each other, and it'll be like Cindy and Jack together on The Amazing Race, or anything else. It'll just be nonstop. It would be great television, but probably not a winning duo.
No, fucker, we're going this way.
No, Jack, damn it!
I think Nick's cutthroat enough and hot tempered enough that he would get us through some situations. So, and I assume that he also knows how to drive a stick shift.
I do, and I'm being a map maker. I'm very good at maps and geography, so I can get from A to B very quickly.
And he's got the history too. So, if anybody doesn't pick Nick as their partner, you're an idiot.
I get the same reason. I think Nick and I would, even though we get along great, I think we'd butt heads on the thing. I would take Chris because Matt would be too nice. Oh no, go ahead of us. Go ahead of us. We'll finish second. It's okay. It doesn't really matter.
Probably right.
So I think Chris is more competitive. Than Matt.
I'll take Jack because I think at our pit stops we'll be able to use the handicap working spaces.
Awesome.
Well, it's funny. That's probably true, but it's funny how this question came up because Cindy she goes, we should apply for it. I go, we'd be divorced. I would come across as the biggest asshole in the world.
Yes.
I'd be like, fucking run. I would be that guy who would get the edit because it wouldn't be a bad edit. It'd be the truth. I'd be that guy who's just because I'm very competitive, competing, and he's just like, there's no way. There's no way. No fucking way. And anyway.
So Mandy has the opposite question. So she posed the question from the other angle.
You doesn't want.
So who would you not want?
I've already answered that one.
Jeez, wow.
I said Matt because Matt's just I think he's too nice.
And also I would pick Chris. So we've all picked each other.
Well, wait. Plus Matt says Matt doesn't eat meat. And it'd be that meat challenge, and he'd be like, "I don't eat meat." Sorry,
I would give an exception to the meat challenge.
Sorry, we're just gonna have to take a penalty on it. Sorry.
All right, you know what? I wouldn't pick Jack. I didn't want to say it, but I was like, I think he might slow us down.
I would slow you down.
I will not pick you, Matt, and here's why. I will not pick you because I think that once you second guess which turn I didn't take the one that you wanted me to take, you would then come up with a fucking terrible list of 10 reasons as to why I should have gone the other direction.
Okay, you know what? I wouldn't pick you because you're a Patriots fan. And that's the only fucking reason. Okay, truth be told. So there we go.
Well, the reason why I would pick Chris is because I think regardless, I would have tons of fun because.
Couldn't have fun with me or Matt.
No. We would have I think it's because we'd either be really successful or we would get he would interrupt me with everything I had to say, or I would just keep drinking the whole time. So I'd just be it'd just be a drunk experience the entire time where we'd just be like, you know what, fuck it, turn right, see where it gets us. Fuck you, Chris, and it'd just be great.
Yeah, like Nick, you and I have blacked out around each other more than once. So we would be a good time. I might rescind my pick from Jack. Jack, you're out. I'm actually going to take Nick.
I drink. Come on.
All right, Jack. I think that I can see where that leaves us.
Does that leave me and Matt?
No, actually, I think.
Fuck it. I don't want to be on The Amazing Race.
Jack would cross the finish line on a Zamboni naked.
Yeah, I would. How come I didn't get the body pick?
Did anybody ask JP's question here? If no one knew you went, would you prefer to hike alone in the woods with Spanos or Dan?
There's no fucking way I'm going
That's gotta
hiking
be
alone
towards
with
Jack.
There's no way I'm going hiking alone with Dan. No one knew.
Well, and then you have your opportunity to kill.
Oh, Spanos, I'm sorry. Did you fall off that cliff? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so what would happen is Jack would actually turn into Dan the next generation.
Exactly. Like, I was like, why can't you do both? Because Dan would kill Spanos.
Well, the difference is I wouldn't be posting pictures of where I've been. That's the difference. I'm not leaving a trail of evidence behind.
Oops, sorry. I'm sorry. I might just tell Drake. I'm like typing to Drake in the chat. So Chris and I think last time I was in Raleigh and with you guys, that last summer, discussed about getting a family vehicle, and he said that you should get nothing less than a 4-door Jeep. Did it. Very excited. Finally got it back, by the way, from being in the shop for 13 days.
13 days, man, that's bad.
Yeah, it's terrible timing. So they had to order a part, and it happened right before the holiday weekend. And by the time they got the part, they were still backlogged in appointments. So it just took forever. But I was driving a Nissan Rogue Sport for almost 2 weeks.
Is that why he says, hell yeah, thanks, Drake. Love the 4-door. Dora.
Yes. Door. Let's see, guys.
Any more
You
questions?
guys are all kicking yourself when the taco drawing leg of the race pops up because no one picked me. Nice.
well, yeah,
I could draw a fucking taco. Fuck it.
we should mention that too. Like, so the running inside joke between us for probably the last month or two or longer is that some things we say on the Ramblecast, it seems like literally the next week or the next 2 weeks, it happens in the real world.
Oh my God. Yeah. The tacos. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. And so for everyone who didn't pick up on the innuendo from last episode, Chris's daughter.
Wait. $5,000.
Hold up. I can
$5,000.
I actually can't show the picture of it because I'm using my phone right now to podcast.
Remember,
No worries. But like
maybe not. I have 1% battery. Switch it over. See you in a minute.
So the slate that like the first day of kindergarten, first day of first grade, and things like that. Chris's daughter had favorite color pink and the favorite food taco, and so that was the joke. Was that it's like, oh, she likes pink tacos? Funny.
It was funny. It's funny to us.
It's funny to us. Yeah. Well, literally the next day or the day after that, I'm walking through Pershing Square.
I swear it was the next day because you posted a picture.
I'm walking through Pershing Square in the center of downtown Los Angeles, and there's a taco truck there that's painted pink, and the name of the taco truck is the Pink Taco. And I just lost it. I was like, oh my God, it's just too much of a coincidence. It just showed up.
Nice, Matt. Nice work.
Oh, yes, this was the Pink Taco. So
and that's going to whoever had the best 5-star rating in the last week, right?
Right, correct.
Well, there's only two. Yeah.
Well, did we get any new ones?
I don't think so. I looked today. I didn't see, or yesterday. I didn't see any because we only had the two, which was, and of course they're always delayed by at least 2 or 3 days to reviews. But I'll look it up again just to make sure.
So yeah, I missed that part. Got to disconnect and jump on the computer. But
right. Sorry.
So did you talk about our prediction of the future of what happened to the tacos?
I said what your daughter's slate or sign said, and I said what I saw.
Yes.
So if you want to continue with that, go ahead.
Yeah, I do because here's the thing, man. Like, I don't know if you guys read the news, but did you see that Taco Bell was rated the best Mexican restaurant?
I did. Yeah.
Which is horseshit, but I'm telling you, someone's listening to this show and creating news around what we talk about.
Yeah. It's Donald Trump. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to peace out here. I have to go home and take care of kind of a home emergency situation.
All right. You're all right.
Everything should be okay, but just want to make sure. So,
all right, man.
Apologize for ducking out. Love to stay and hang out with you.
All right, Matt. I'll take you for the amazing.
All right, Matt. I'll take you too.
No, it's not that.
Carpool.
But let me know who wins this though in the message group, and I will mail out this to some lucky winner.
That's an amazing drawing. I think we should make t-shirts.
We still just have the two from Kayla and Maggie.
All right, Matt, get out of here.
All right, thanks.
All right, bye, Matt.
The birding's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, Ro makes a good point. If we've already given a review, then we're not eligible.
That is a good point.
Yeah, sorry.
We're the Ramblecast. We don't think that far in advance.
Yeah, we don't think. It's so funny. Like, actually, before the show, we had one of our listeners who gave us some suggestions on how we can do some marketing stuff, which are actually very, very good suggestions. And it had to do with like getting people interested in talking about something we'll reveal with patron levels or reviews, etc. And I think, Jack, your response was the best. Yeah, this is all great advice, except I can't remember what the fuck I said on a podcast 3 seconds after I'm done recording.
Really, if it weren't for Nick writing everything down and
unbelievable.
Because
that I've been doing horrible this episode.
Yeah.
Just sitting there, what do you guys talk about? I go, I don't know. She goes, you talked for 2 hours. I go, I don't remember. I go, it's just we get rambling and I forget. In fact, I'll say this because I got called out from Joanne with a plan about NASA, bashing NASA. I don't remember bashing NASA from last week's episode.
Oh, I know. Like I said last week, Kayla, and I know she's listening right now and in the chat. She has, because she I'm not sure totally what she does for a living, but I know she walks dogs or babysits dogs from time to time, and that's what she does while she's out and about walking these dogs, and she listens to our podcast. So she's going through all of the podcasts in reverse order, and she's almost back to now where Tim left.
Oh,
and she'll message me these things, and she'll say like, "You were totally right about blah blah blah," and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like or she'll say something like, "That was a really funny story about the what did she say? About the lap dance." And I'm like, "You mean the one where I went to South Dakota?" Yeah, that one. Like, oh, okay. Like that was like a year ago.
Oh my God.
I don't remember.
What did you think about you getting a blowjob from some chick while her brother is on the couch?
I don't think she's there yet. I don't think she's there because I think
whoa, Chris! Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Spoiler. I think that's when Tim was still here, so like she's gonna get to that one.
Who's Tim?
I'm looking for it. Yeah, who's Tim?
Exactly. And just to finish, Joanne with a plan. Of all the government agencies, NASA is my favorite. I'm not just saying that. I'm a fan of NASA.
It's technically NASA, a government agency. It's civilian run, only sponsored by the federal government.
Oh, fuck you, Chris. Nick. That's why we can't be on Amazing Race.
Amazing Race together.
Okay, but NASA, I again, I don't know what I said. That was, I just think I said, what happened to NASA? But I'm the one that said I'd go to the fucking moon.
Yeah.
I'd go to the moon too. Hey, speaking of Tim, so who's Tim? Tim. So I actually will be in Tim's neck of the woods next month.
You gonna kill a rabbit?
Or maybe I'll get him a case of wine and go Christmas tree shopping.
Or maybe you can help him clean his dog out.
I gotta see if I can't break away from work to go visit Tim.
Yeah.
Because I either will not be recording that week.
Wait a minute.
Or I will really be recording that week, and I'll have Tim with me.
Now, what would bring you down to Monterey?
Oh, wait, he's in Monterey?
He lives just north of Monterey, like in between Santa Cruz and Monterey.
Oh, shoot. I'm a terrible friend. I didn't know he moved.
That's where he lived when we were podcasting.
Really?
Yeah. Because like him and Shandy live like 20 minutes from each other.
So
Shandy did get a restraining order. Though.
I have podcasted with him in his house, and he was living outside San Jose.
Okay, maybe he moved.
Well, he lives near Gilroy, right? Like Garlic Festival and all that stuff.
Okay, I don't know.
But according to you, Chris, anything in California is next door, right?
What?
Well, it's like just outside of Boston.
Oh no, California is much more.
Colleen's saying no, so maybe I'm mistaken or you're mistaken.
Tim works near Shandy.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. So Tim, okay, so I believe
30 minutes
Tim. I believe Tim lives just outside in Gilroy, which is fairly close to San Jose.
Well, it's 30 minutes south of San Jose with traffic. It'd be like he's just across the street.
Okay, Gilroy.
Okay. Yeah, so I will be out in that area for a few days. Actually, during Halloween week, I'll be out there. So I'm gonna see if I can wrangle him up. Maybe we can do a
I would be okay with Tim coming on the show.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted to. I mean, he messaged me that one time about it, and then he never.
I also have no idea if I'll be able to break free from work. So I don't know. It's gonna be kind of a packed week, but we'll see. See what I can do.
Yeah,
that would be cool. I haven't talked to Tim since he left the show.
Yeah, he messages me from time to time. He'll because he proposed some idea about your tweets again a while back. It was like, oh, like it's kind of like another variant of Jack's tweets. Let's do this, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea, and then nothing ever came of it. But
I missed.
So he
it.
did.
Don't tell him I said that.
I think Mandy had a question. Let's see.
Who's coming to Nashville?
Oh,
he means Boston. He means you, Boston. Yeah.
Mandy, can you talk about the Titans turning their season around so it might come true?
That will never happen. Oh, yeah.
When am I coming to Nashville? I will be in Nashville. Oh, let's see. The weekend of the 10th. So I'm going from the 9th until the 12th. There's all Veterans Day weekend. I'll be in Nashville. Flying in on Friday. I'm not getting into like almost midnight on Friday, which sucks. And then I'll be flying out sometime during the day on Monday.
I might be going to Nashville. There's some podcast thing, but I said only if Nick comes so he could translate.
Nashville accent's not too bad, especially now that it's becoming more like L.A. A lot of outsiders moving to the South. Kind of like Raleigh.
I don't know if that's what Colleen's talking about. May 30. I think that's the podcast thing that she's talking about.
Well, it's like, who was it? Somebody was it Janice? Somebody called me out on the broadcast saying I wasn't a Southerner because my accent's gone away, and
you still have a twang to you.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, well, they're from Alabama. I'm like, an Alabama accent's completely different than a Southern accent. I mean, than a West Tennessee accent. I talk really fast for someone from Tennessee, but a West Tennessee accent's more like a Texas. It's real laid back. It's like, hey, Chris, how you doing today? It's a nice hat, whatever. East Tennessee, though, is one you'd really need a translator for, Jack, because East Tennessee, West Virginia, Eastern Kentucky, it's that Appalachia accent, which is real high pitch and tongue talking. So it's like, "Hi, how you doing today? You guys are going great." It's just like, what? You don't understand one bit of it, but you'd be fine.
All right, that's cool. Wouldn't you want to go though? It's in Nashville.
I don't know much about Nashville.
It's Tennessee though.
It's Tennessee, yeah. I mean, it depends. Like, do you guys want me to come to the Raleigh meetup, or do you want me to come to Nashville? That's the question.
Oh, that's a tough one. Neither.
All right, fine. You guys heard it here. For anyone going to Raleigh next year, Jack said he didn't want me to come.
So blame it on me. So do we answer the Titan question? What could save their season? You should have traded for Phillip Rivers when you had a chance.
My boss, his nephew, was a 6th round draft pick by the Titans this year, and he came to me. He was all happy about it. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry he went drafted by the Titans. It's like they were the Oilers. They sucked then. They suck now.
So close to winning a Super Bowl. So a yard and a
1
half
yard. Yeah,
from winning a Super Bowl. So close.
I told you that's what they do. It's all a conspiracy. It's all a conspiracy. It's like, they get into the Super Bowl 1 year just to build the fan base, and then they let them suck from then on out. It's like that's the reason why the Chargers went to the Super Bowl all those years ago, and it's the same as like the Predators. No one knew a damn thing about hockey in Tennessee ever until last year when the Predators went to the Stanley Cup, and then they sucked this year. So it's like, see, it's all conspiracies just to make money, except for the Boston Patriots because they just buy everything.
Boston Patriots. Who the hell are you talking about?
That's the old, wait. That's the old AFL team, the Boston Patriots, who lost to the San Diego Chargers AFL.
They used to play in Fenway Park.
AFL championship game back in 1963. The San Diego Chargers beat the Boston Patriots 51-10. 51-10 to win the AFL championship. The San Diego Chargers.
Yeah. Who are they?
Exactly. Exactly. Do we have any more questions?
Oh, Janice is here. Yeah. So the one that called me out.
I hear your Southern accent. Yeah. I was talking to some guy yesterday. He had a Southern accent. I was like, I had to listen closely. I go, okay, I got it. I got the gist of what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, I usually can pinpoint Southern accents pretty well. This all depends on little words you say and how you say them. And I'm like, oh, you're from somewhere in northern Georgia, or you're from southern Georgia, or South Carolina, or it's just little things. I don't know if you guys are fascinated with accents the way I am. So.
You're from Louisiana somewhere.
Well, okay, so like there's one word in particular that I know, like PECAN. That word. A lot of people say it completely different. Like
That's everywhere, though.
Yeah, but my brother-in-law says pecan. Most Southerners say pecan. But people like me who grew up on the Mississippi River, anywhere from West Tennessee, Mississippi, and Louisiana, we say pecan, like a guitar pick, pecan. So it's like little things.
Dumb.
Yeah, but it's little things like that, though, that like when you hear people say them, you're like, oh, it's you're saying it's slightly different than the way I've always said it. So that's how you can tell accents.
I just say pecan. I don't know what the accent that is.
Yeah, I'm saying, but like that's what I mean. If you learn words and why people say it, like it's like West Virginia and Eastern Kentucky. When you're in the grocery store, they don't say like, "Would you like a bag?" They say, "Do you want it in the poke?"
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't know you that well.
Yeah, exactly. But they don't like it's just a slang word. They say poke for sack or bag, and so it's little things like that you pick up on that's what that word means. And that's the difference. It's not just the accent; it's the slang of the words and how people say them.
I say it in a poke. What I needed.
It's like, well, it's gonna be like, "Hey, you want that in the poke?" That's how they'll say it.
Obviously, Warm Taffy's never been there. Because Warm Taffy, 18 inches.
Well, it's like a lot of Western Tennessee accents sound like Boomhauer from. Yeah, like, hey man, how you going down there? You going? It sounds like they're an auctioneer. He's like, and that's a lot of the West Tennessee. I refuse to speak like that, but that's how a lot of my friends talk back home.
JP has a question. Would you rather be known as someone who always crop dusts a room, or known as someone who never showers?
Crop dusts.
Crop dusts.
Yeah. Everybody crop dusts, so it's forgivable. Showers, that's just not right.
Yeah, I shower. Cool. Yeah, I don't want to be that stinky guy.
But but if you're like Zach,
who can clear a room,
but
that's just, it's funny. We picked Zach up from school today, and he's going to this private school, and I swear to God, it was like picking up Jay. What, 30? How old is Jay? 30? How old is Jay, Colleen? 32, 30, whatever it was. We used to pick Jay up from school. You could always tell what Jay had ate for lunch because it'd be all over his shirt. We pick up Zach. I go, what the hell do you have on the back of your shirt? It was like, I don't know, like ketchup or something. Like maybe he had scratched himself, or it was all over. I go, you are your father's son. He just looked at me. I go, his whole shirt was covered with crap.
Hey, so let's talk about weird accents and slang terms. So, Jack, you just created one right there. What do you call the red substance that you put on as a condiment to different types of? It might be on your grandson's shirt.
Ketchup.
It's not what you said.
I said ketchup.
You said ketchup.
I always say ketchup.
Ketchup.
But it's ketchup.
It is ketchup. Okay.
But when I'm saying it fast, it's ketchup. I mean, you know what I fucking mean. I used to say napkin. Until everyone's, I go, what? What are you talking about? You say napkin, not napkin. I go, what? So now I try and say napkin.
Yeah, now you just realized this?
About 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
No one ever corrected me. I was saying napkin.
Napkin. Yeah. I think this is a Jeff Foxworthy joke, or something he said at one time, but it's a perfect representation. It's like, if I say mayonnaise. You think the white spread you put on bread. But in the South, it can also be used as mayonnaise going across the street. So it's just, it's the same thing. It's just, so mayonnaise is man, theys are. It's just all run together. That's the way Southern works.
That's weird.
But, the thing, I've met people from Jersey, though, which is funny because I even say stuff like, jeet.
I don't talk to people from New Jersey.
But I got my, it's just normal. Like, we say jeet, what jeet, and they'll respond. They understand exactly what I said.
What jeet? What jeet?
But it's just jeet, like you don't even enunciate anything. It's just jeet. So.
All right. So here's another question. Here's from Kayla, and she's going FMK. She's actually kind of reversing the order of the question here. So
Oh,
fuck, Mary, kill. Isn't it Mary, fuck, kill?
Mary, fuck, kill.
Are we saying go fuck, Mary, kill?
Of us?
Right. Nope. Of Leia, Padme, or Rey. Whew.
Now, character or hotness? That's the thing.
Okay, no, I think she definitely mentioned the names of characters. So we're going to go based on the actual individual as if the character were a real person. Now, that also means, in my opinion, that clearly it has to be, what they were like back then because one of them's dead.
At the time.
Too soon? So we'll go with her order. So fuck, Mary, kill. Not Mary, fuck, kill, but fuck, Mary, kill. Nick, you go first. Give the honors.
Great, thanks. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Oh, she clarified it's character.
Okay. Character.
Okay. That's really hard. Because, I had the biggest crush on Natalie Portman for the longest I can remember. We're the same freaking age. And I've always thought Natalie Portman was so gorgeous. But character-wise, though, I'm not really a big fan of Padme because she's a little high and mighty. So I'm probably going to say kill Padme.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
And I'm going to say fuck Leia because Leia's hot in the gold bikini. But she's also got a lot of attitude and sass, which I probably wouldn't want to deal with. So I'd probably just fuck Leia and then marry Rey because you don't really know much about her character so far in 2 movies. So she's still wide open.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, Nick, I agree with you with killing Padme.
Yeah.
She needs to go. Here's where this is where our opinions differ.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I would marry Leia.
Okay.
I do think so because I had the biggest crush on Leia when I was a kid, right? So I mean, Carrie Fisher was character. Sorry, character. She's a badass. She's beautiful. I love the sass. And I think that that is something I would love to live with. So that leaves me with fucking Rey, which is you go home a winner.
Yeah.
But there you go. That's my final pick.
There's no really wrong answer to this question. So,
all right, my turn.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Like with 2 of you, I had a crush on Leia because I was 14 at the time. So I would fuck Leia. I would kill Rey and marry Padme.
Oh, wow.
I like getting Rey. I just don't know that much about her. Plus, she's a lot younger than me, so it'd be awkward.
So interesting though. So here's an interesting personality traits of the Ramblecast host here. So you guys both want to just fuck your crushes. You wouldn't want to marry them.
She's got. I think it would be. I'm sarcastic and kind of a smart ass, and so it'd just be too much.
Bit.
It'd be like that episode of Seinfeld where he's dating himself. It'd be kind of like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I don't know if I could deal with it every day.
Okay.
And clearly Leia likes the scoundrels, the scruffy nerf herders, and I'm more of a Luke. Hate to say it, but I'm never going to be a Han.
I'm definitely more of a Han than I am a Luke.
Everyone wants to be Han, but I can admit I'm more of a Luke.
I'm more of a C-3PO. So I don't know if that would work.
Mm-hmm.
Good. That's a pretty good question, though. That's an interesting one.
Great question.
What do you think? We have time for one more question?
I think so, yeah.
All right. One last question to anybody in the chat. I'm going to go ahead, and there's also like a minute delay, so I'll type it in here too. This will be the last question of the AMA.
Da, 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 da. Last question.
What? Oh, that's such a weird question, JP. Right.
You were Luke.
Yeah, terrible. What if you are Luke?
I think it's Leia all the way.
So do you screw your mother Your sister.
It's good. It's good.
No wonder he's living by himself now.
No.
I'm sorry, spoiler.
So while we wait for the last question, I mentioned earlier that we're looking to put our house on the market, and
I think we should clear up, though. For everyone out there who is listening to that last comment, JP asked if you're Luke, who do you marry, fuck, kill in that situation? So that's the confusion and the refusal to answer that question. So, okay, go ahead, Chris.
I was going to say, so well, there's a couple of questions are popping in now. So one of the houses that we were looking at, we went to an open house last week. Unfortunately, I just got the notification that it's currently under contract. Womp womp. So before we had the opportunity to put an offer in, we just lost a house.
Wow, that's
womp. The market here is crazy. The house is on the market for 2 days, and it's already under contract.
Welcome to California.
So
Yeah.
Matt gave us an interesting question, and
right.
Ed gave us a Sophie's Choice question. So Matt asked, if you could have one weapon from a video game, what would it be?
Ooh, one weapon from a video game.
I like JP. Chris, when you go to an open house, do people think you're JFK trying to buy the home?
Ask not what your mortgage company can do for you, but ask what you can do for your mortgage company.
That's pretty good. Yeah, just don't lay on the pillow because
Oh, Jesus!
Is that too soon?
A little bit.
Do you ever? It's from that episode of Saturday Night Live
Just
where
make sure there's no creek behind the house I can get lost into. Let's see.
I always liked the plasma gun from Doom for some reason. That's my memories of like weapons I thought were cool.
It's a great movie.
I don't think I ever watched the movie.
Chris Drake has an interesting response. I don't believe that is the right. Can you call it a weapon? I don't know. I guess you probably could. He said Samus' suit. Samus, of course, for those non-nerds out there, is Samus Aran of Metroid lore.
That's a good one.
Here's a good one. I'm going to go with the portal gun. Just so I can mess with people. I think it'd be awesome.
Jack's going to go with the Pong ball.
I was going to go from the paddle.
Paddle from Pong? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just...
He's going to go with the spaceship from Asteroids.
I didn't like the spaceship from Asteroids. I didn't like the triangle.
Yeah.
I would probably go Space Invaders. Whatever that thing was, it shot the...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, there was a tank game.
What about Centipede? Oh, Tank was fun, yeah.
Tank.
I like Tank.
I'll go with Tank.
Okay.
That was fun.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the other... Oh, did one...
Oh, the BFG 5000? Duke Nukem?
Yeah, Duke Nukem. I hadn't played that game forever.
I know.
Me either.
That was one I did play a lot. There's always a certain games that you always just tend to play over and over and over again. We've already talked about, Chris and I played X-Wing and TIE Fighter all the time. I played Duke Nukem a lot. I played Doom Wolfenstein all the time. And then there's a lot. In the 90s, it was all computer-based. Oh, well, there was other games. I had PS2. I mean, sorry, not PS. I had the 64. And
there was a Sega game I used to play on the Sega Channel. It was a helicopter that you were trying to invade and do.
Apache. Apache.
Not invade. We were liberating. And I was I remember playing that all night long.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the game.
I loved aviation games when I was a kid. It could be anything, just as long as you put me in any kind of plane and just could shoot other planes or objects down. I love those, and they kind of died out when PlayStation and Xbox and all that took over. And I don't know why, because I loved it. There's one game called was it Wings of the Luftwaffe or something like that, and you could pick. You could be English, you could be German, you could be Japanese, you could be American. You could pick any plane you wanted, and it was so. I mean, nowadays you'd laugh at it because it was so blocky, for the '90s visuals. But I loved that. I loved playing those aviator games, and you just don't see them anymore.
Ed Smith says, sorry, me and Jack era, we didn't have time for games after we started working for a living. Well,
exactly.
To be fair, you old bastards, I worked to pay for my Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah.
I saved a ton of money, $119, I believe is what it cost me, from my paper route when I was a young lad.
Yep.
So old fucks can go screw. This isn't some generational gap in which you guys have a better work ethic than we do.
My first job was for $3.75 an hour.
My first job was like $1.25 an hour. Actually, I was talking about it last night to someone. My first job was working with my dad, 0.00 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feed you? Do you have a roof over your head? Shut up and go to work. 4 in the morning to like 6 at night.
Yeah.
Yay me. I did want to tell. It was funny. We're talking about the video game stuff. I told the story before, but back in the old days, the comic books. I don't know if they still have them. They had ads for different stuff. Like different things you could buy, and there was a thing for this flying saucer that would fly all over the place. It was kind of like probably a drone. A drone today that's realistic. Well, my friend and I, Robert Hands, we would mow lawns. We were trying to save money, and we're doing all this different stuff to get this thing. So we sent away for it, and we finally got the money, sent away for it. I think 6 weeks later, we get this thing. It's one of those things that has like 3 batteries on a pack. It just spun around. Went like 6 feet. I don't think I ever played it. I think we gave it to one of the younger kids on the street. But it's like you wait 6 to 7, and we worked to like quarter here, whatever it was, to get the money to get, because it was a different era. Parents just didn't hand you money. I mean, Ed probably remembers that. You had to work for it, and so I just to this day I will always remember that stupid thing with the.
Yeah. It's just like getting those the electric football games, or those things are horrible. Like you get those, or I don't know why. I remember getting them as a kid, like the paddle with the little rubber band and the ball on it.
Oh yeah. They still have those.
It lasted for like maybe a half hour, then it broke, and then the next thing you know, you're getting your ass spanked with the paddle, and
that was why give your mom a weapon?
Yeah,
exactly. We had when I was a kid, we had it was my brother's, but I totally used it. We had one of those, the bubble hockey you used to see at the arcades, right? We had one that was like a tabletop bubble hockey. The thing was awesome. So we put it on the dining room table, and it was, to me, I was probably like 5 or 6 years old, so I probably thought it was humongous, but it was probably like, I don't know, 2 feet long. But the thing was awesome. That was the best, and we played bubble hockey all the time. The electric football thing was a bunch of bullshit, though. That thing sucked.
Well, I had the Roman Gabriel electric football thing, and the thing that sucked is on the 50-yard line they put a sticker of Roman Gabriel in the middle. It was probably like a 3-4 inch wide sticker of Roman Gabriel. Well, the stupid guys, the little guys that vibrated, couldn't go over the sticker.
Yeah,
and you couldn't get the sticker off.
Yeah, it's a dead zone.
So it was like, why would you put a fucking sticker that you can't get off in the middle of this thing? And then it would have like a magnet football that you could throw. Roman Gabriel would throw the football, but if you didn't, it would have to land. It had like metal things on top of on the platform of the players where their feet were. Well, you'd lose the football because it would go in the carpet or something like that because you couldn't find it. Anyway, stupid game.
Shag carpet.
Yeah. Let's shag, baby.
We had blue shag carpet in our living room. Never forget it.
We had burnt orange shag carpet from 77 through probably 92 or 93.
Nice.
And I remember to this day, just like, holy cow.
What were they thinking in the 60s and 70s?
Yeah.
Your ovens our oven was like an aqua green.
Oh, yeah.
And the stovetop was an aqua green.
Those are making a comeback.
That's actually like in Mad Men season 1. I loved that season, not for just the great writing and the acting and everything else. It's because everything was to date exactly the way it was. And like all the wood cabinets with the little black handles and the pastel oven and everything. I was like, that's exactly what it looks like. Because my grandparents bought their house in 1950 or 51, and they
$1,700.
They never changed the house ever. Every single thing inside that house was exactly where they bought it. And I remember just walking in there and it was a time capsule. I don't know. I'm just amazed with stuff like that.
Ed said, "Remember the kick and field goal guy that you hit him in the head?" I forget that I had that. It was a guy you slammed him on top of his head. And he would kick field goals. I mean, you play it for like half hour, and you're like going, okay, I've kicked like 30 field goals in a row.
And your wrist is bruised.
Yeah, but I did play it. I mean,
yeah. All right, cool. Well, I think that's it. I think that wraps up the AMA section.
Yeah, that was fun.
The Ramblecast After Dark.
And if you'd like to help out the show, you can go to Amazon.com/JaneJack or Jane.com/Amazon. Just go to JaneJack.com, click on the button that says Amazon. It looks like your normal Amazon page, but it helps. Every little bit helps us. Or you can become a patron. Go to patreon.com/JaneJack or go to JaneJack.com, click on the button, become a patron. Every bit helps every podcaster in this group. At this time, I'd like to thank Tack from Tokyo, Eckhart Richter Glaffelder, Ed, who's in the chat, Joanne with a plan. I work for NASA, and Maggie the Magnificent. Thanks for doing what you do. Thanks for everybody, and thanks for everyone who joined us in our chat today. We had a great time.
Yeah, it was fun.
A lot of fun, and we'll see you guys next time.
All right. Hasta luego, and goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.